前回のあらすじ。フォールアウト3の登場人物で、元エルダーであるサラと一緒に、彼女を暗殺しに来た、BOS の部隊を撃退。BOS 内に潜伏していた、BOG 隊員の安否を確認しに行くも、先回りされていました。デスクロー先生の力も借りつつ、敵を倒すも、時すでに遅し。しかし、亡くなった隊員のおかげで、必要な情報は集まりました。ついに、マクソンと対峙です。
本動画の目標、条件などです。皆さん、こんにちは。私は隣で威嚇するだけなフォールアウト4やっていきます。前回、サラと一緒に内通者からの情報を確認した後、マクソンと対峙すべく、そのままプリブ園に向かってます。そして、BOS と敵対状態になってますが、とりあえず、このまま突っ込んでみようと思います。あそこにいる兵力すべてが敵なら、相当準備しないと無理ですからね。まずは、マクソンに会ってみて、あとは野となれ山となれですね。じゃ、ちゃっちゃと行きましょう。ということで、ボストン空港到着です。ここまで来る途中、ベッド見つからなかったんで、ここで作ってセーブしましょう。あ、すみません。何気にボストン空港の、ワークショップ使うの初めてなんですよね。あの扉、開くのかなとか思いまして。気を取り直して、セーブしました。これでやられても、すぐに新しいノーラが、出動できますね。さて、BOS は攻撃してくるんでしょうかね。攻撃してきませんね。っていうか、こっちを見向きもしませんね。なんとなくそんな気がしましたが、攻撃されないなら、さっさとマクソンのところに向かいましょう。プリブ園まで上がってきました。ここでも、攻撃はないようです。あら？親子がついてきてない気がしますが。あ、いつもの超人登場ですね。わかります。では、とっととマクソンを威嚇しに行きますか。お前はクビかもしれんな。おう、ヒゲもじゃ、威嚇しに来てやったぞ。あら？なんか完全に臨戦態勢じゃないですか？撃つなよ。絶対撃つなよ。そんなもんで撃たれたら、ひとたまりもないからな。
ねえ。
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
We're conducting a study of the least intelligent life forms in the Commonwealth.
Your flippancy is unnecessary.
Hey, Arthur. It's been a while. Do you remember me?
Of course. I'm a bit surprised that you don't realize that by now.
I wasn't sure. You were just 11 back then. All that time we shared, telling stories, cleaning our guns, teaching you how to stab a man through the kidneys. It's always bothered me I wasn't able to share the truth with you, about what I had to do. I imagine it must have been rough for you, thinking I was dead.
Yes, it was.
But look at you now, all grown up, and the elder of the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm proud of you, Arthur.
I'm glad you feel that way.
I just wanted you to know how sorry I am about abandoning you. We were pals, and, well, we never got the chance to say a proper goodbye. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
Apologies are meaningless. Being a part of the Brotherhood, you should learn to appreciate that sentiment. If we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions, even when it means executing one of our own.
So, Caston's plot to assassinate me, he eventually told you, huh? That must have been quite a shock.
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen.
I'm sure that's true. But it's water under the bridge. You were just a kid. There's nothing you could have done. In any case, it's good to see you again. I hope you'll keep an open mind about what I have to tell you.
Let's just get down to business,
Let's get right to it then, shall we?
So, here's the deal. A rogue faction of your squad has been trying to kill me.
I find that very hard to believe. How did you obtain this information?
You mean the part where some Brotherhood goons barged into my house with explosives and automatic weapons? The part where my 9-year-old kid mowed them down? Or the part where I found an assassination order on the body of the squad leader, pointing back to one of your captains?
It's the truth. All of it.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. Every operation we undertake is a team effort. We're called the Brotherhood of Steel for a reason. You're wasting my time.
Here, see for yourself. It's Kel's handwriting on the assassination order. Are you denying it?
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. I believe there's a bit more to the story than you're telling me. But based on your actions so far, I'm willing to take you at your word.
And you had nothing to do with this?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's a relief.
Makes sense, I suppose.
Was there anything else you need to ask?
Of course, we've got almost 10 years to catch up on. So, fill me in. What are you into? Give me some details.
Let's hear it.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
Well, then at least answer me one thing. You flew all the way up here to confront an organization that poses no direct threat to you in DC. Why? What is your problem with synths?
Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine.
Arthur, calm down. I was just asking. Look, I know how you got that scar on your face. About the deathclaw that mortally wounded you. The cybernetic implants that saved your life. How one implant led to another, and another, until, well... Rumor is you spend nearly all your time on the bridge. You don't eat, you don't sleep. As far as anyone knows, don't even shit. Some would say you're turning into a cyborg.
Not at all. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Did he really just quote Hitler?
Arthur, surely you realize that at some point the goals of cybernetics and synthetics become indistinguishable. Robots evolve to become more human, and humans enhance themselves to become more like robots. I hope you're aware of the irony when you pass judgment on synths.
I am. But I need you to view this from my perspective. The level of technology that the Institute possesses is far beyond our own. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths must be eliminated. At all costs.
But listen to what you're saying. Destroying the Institute and all of its tech doesn't serve your goals. You understand that the Brotherhood's primary directive is to acquire and preserve technology, right?
Don't insult my intelligence.
Easy there, Slugger. I'm just trying to look out for the Brotherhood's best interests.
So it appears we share a common goal.
What are you two arguing about anyway?
Think about what's inside the Institute for a minute. They've got microscopes, bulletproof glass, security cameras, LED lights, pneumatic and hydraulic motors. There's computers, a nuclear reactor, excavation machines, filtration equipment, and even functional coffee machines. Not to mention, they probably have tens of thousands of energy cells to power the Brotherhood's weaponry.
And spiffy corset jackets. Don't forget about those.
Huh. You make a fair point.
And you still want to level the place?
I've never been more certain about anything in my life. The Institute menace has to be eliminated.
You sure you're willing to risk being wrong about this?
Look, Arthur, I'm gonna make this simple. I didn't come here to give you a hard time. I'm your pal. Always have been. But please understand that I have a duty to the Brotherhood. The true East Coast Brotherhood. That duty entails finding and preserving tech. but it also calls for being a good neighbor to the community. And the most fundamental part of being a good neighbor is not blowing up the neighborhood. Is any of this getting through?
Why is she trying to elicit empathy from a sociopath?
Well, if nothing else, you have the courage to stand your ground.
I do. We're on the same team here, Arthur. But please understand the cards I'm holding. I've got the override codes to remotely control Liberty Prime. Once he's operational, I can make him target whoever I want, or shut him down altogether. And without control over Prime, your offensive capabilities are quite limited. I've also got a holotape here full of intriguing tidbits about you, along with proof of Kels's plot to assassinate me. A plot that happened on your watch. And just for the record, I'm pretty sure I can still kick your ass.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Ooh, let's hope it does.
That's entirely up to you, Arthur. From what I've seen, you're in way over your head here. You've got no idea what your subordinates are doing. You're hell-bent on destroying valuable technology. And, by stationing the Pridwin here, you've placed the Brotherhood's most valuable personnel and assets directly in harm's way. Just waiting for some drunk, RPG-toting raider who's having a bad day to blow your ass out of the sky. So, why don't you let me take this mess off your hands for a while? Take a break, explore what the Commonwealth has to offer, and have a little fun for once.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
It's too late for that now.
On the contrary, you're a young man. You've got your whole life in front of you. I realize Caston and his cronies trained you to think a certain way, to distrust outsiders, to hate certain groups. But the real enemy here is not the Institute. It's the unrealistic expectations the Brotherhood set for you ever since you were a child, telling you your soul was forged from eternal steel. The last in line of the great Maxons. The Brotherhood spent so much time lecturing you about who you were supposed to become. They never let you discover who you really are. There's still time, Arthur. Take a break. Go find yourself. All I'm saying is head out there and enjoy your 20s. Hit some jet, get some strange ass, and see what the Commonwealth is all about before you decide whether to blow the place up or not.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Don't be so naive.
Come on, Arthur. I'm just trying to make this easier for you. Work with me.
I don't intend to debate this any longer. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse.
Okay. Then let me put this another way. I'm issuing a formal challenge against your authority as Elder. If you think you can take me, then we'll settle this matter as it was written in the litany. In combat. Or, you can choose what's behind door number 2, and take a much-needed vacation. What do you want to do?
I've had enough of fighting. Let's have some peace for a change.
Your sincerity in this matter has been rather surprising.
Quit stalling, Arthur. If you want to fight me, let's do it. Right here, right now.
That won't be necessary.
You give up then?
Standing down.
Oh, come on, really? You made me sit through all that for nothing?
I'm proud of you, Arthur. You're doing the right thing. Everyone else okay with this?
I'll tell you what. You make the call. Surprise me.
All right then, Arthur. You're free to go. Now, get out there and go wild. Don't forget about protection, all right, buddy?
Indeed. I'll be certain to watch my back.
Mom, what did you mean by protection?
Owen, I'll tell you when you're older.
これでエルダー交代ということでしょうか。あ、本当にいなくなるんですね。今回の選択肢ですが、 おそらく、私の回答次第では、二人は戦うことになったのでしょう。ですが、話の感じでは二人のわだかまりは、周りの人間のせいに思えたので、和解を選びました。
I hope we made the right decision letting him go.
I guess we'll find out.
I suppose time will tell. Regardless, we need to move quickly. When the rest of the Brotherhood learns of Maxon's abdication, there will be questions. If we don't frame what just happened correctly and establish who's in charge, things could turn ugly. Kels and Quinlan are the next highest-ranking Brotherhood officers. We need to get them under control right now.
Why do you say that?
Someone needs to make the rest of the Brotherhood fall in line. That's easier to do if the orders come from existing superior officers. That may mean keeping Kels alive, despite his betrayal, and Quinlan too. But I'll leave the decision up to you. If you see fit to kill them, I won't stop you.
Hey, so does that mean that all this stuff is gonna be mine someday?
Owen, don't test me. You're on thin ice, young man.
さて、いよいよ黒幕との対峙ですね。キャスディン護民官は DC にいると思われるので、実質ケルズが本丸ということになるんでしょう。彼が何を語るのか、非常に気になります。そして、ケルズは実際にサラ暗殺を指示した人間ですからね。マクソンにしたような甘い対応はしませんよ。ちょっと気になったんですが、元エルダーがあんな感じで走ってたら、誰か止めそうなもんですがね。そこはご都合主義ってやつですか。おや、ナイフを見せびらかして、B 級映画のやられ役みたいな感じでいいですね。そして、左のおはげさんがいなくなるまで、しばしお待ちください。このままいたら、絶対会話の途中で、話し出しますからね。周りに人はいませんね。起動してると思いますが、ピップボーイ開いて、フェイスライト再起動しておきましょう。
ねえ。
I'm busy. Please make it brief.
I need to ask you something.
All right. You have my attention.
I have a lot of questions about synths, about the Institute. Would you be willing to answer a few?
You can't be serious. As I expect Elder Maxon has already explained, the destruction of the Institute is simply the first stage of our operations in the Commonwealth. We'll rest when the Institute is a smoking ruin. Until then, Elder Maxon and I expect you to be at your best.
I'd prefer a peaceful solution.
Is something the matter with you?
Alright, comedian. Give it a break. I don't think he gets it.
Hold on, let me try. Hey, Kels, who's Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the Supreme Commander of the Brotherhood.
Not anymore.
Surprised to see me, Kels?
Well, this changes things for you.
You've walked into a hornet's nest.
Good. So you do remember. Anything to say in your defense?
Are you going to explain why this is relevant?
You know damn well why it's relevant. I understand the hit the Brotherhood ordered on me 10 years ago. I was willing to let it go. But now you come after my kid too?
Why would he do that?
Treason is a serious charge. If someone in the Brotherhood is responsible for this, I need proof before I can act. Bring me something actionable, and I assure you the Brotherhood will deal with it.
Cut the shit, Kels. We've got the assassination order you signed. I just want to know why.
As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are.
So you instruct your goon squad to target children now?
If that's true, that's terrifying.
It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. They did what had to be done. Nothing more, nothing less. In any event, what's done is done.
Is there a point to all this?
Boring conversation anyway. Owen, you're up.
Say hello to my little friend.
なんか会話が噛み合ってないうちに。完全に2人のおかげで倒せました。しかも、ちゃっかり超有能パークゲットしましたね。なんと言いますか、先ほども言いましたが、ケルズとは、話が全然噛み合いませんでした。話の通じないケルズに、サラが諦めたみたいな感じでしたね。オーウェン君は、戸惑っているようですが、とりあえず、サラを追いかけましょう。確か、クイーンランのところに行けって、クエストログが出てましたね。上の階なんですが、ちょっとうろちょろしちゃったんで、カットします。はい、ではどうぞ。
I hear congratulations are in order.
Ah, yes. Gossip. The noisy killer.
Good work.
Hey, Proctor. It's good to see you again.
Ah, wonderful. Since you're back, I take it you've been successful. Learning your way around?
Yeah, slowly. It's surreal finally seeing this hunk of junk up in the air. So, there's a new sheriff in town. You on board with that?
Absolutely. Sometimes I feel the Brotherhood has such a narrow view when executing its operations.
You and me both. So look, in my absence, I'd like to place you in charge of the Pridwin.
Well, that would be splendid. Thank you for letting me know. It appears that my hopes have become reality.
You're kidding, right?
In return, I need you to spread the word about the new regime. Collecting tech is still in, genocide and extortion are out. We're doing things the Owen Lyons way again. Clear enough?
I understand. I will notify the proper parties. If I can help by weeding out the undesirable, then so be it.
As much as I'd like to stay and chat, I have other commitments at the moment.
Well, I've already taken up more than enough of your valuable time.
Still be with you, Proctor. I promise to come back and visit soon.
I look forward to it when you do. Good to see you again.
なるほど、サラが連邦で行動している間は、クイーンランがプリブエンの管理をと。これで、一応は BOS については、落ち着いたんでしょうか。
You ready to get out of here?
You read my mind.
All right, lead the way. By the way, thank you for believing in me. I couldn't have pulled this off without you. Now that I'm back in charge, for my first official act as Elder, I'd like to formally promote you to Sentinel.
Happy to help. It's been an honor.
The feeling is mutual. Now, if you don't mind, there is one errand I'd like to run on our way back to base. Feel like making a quick pit stop?
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
Control of the Pridwin and the airport is the first step, but this battle isn't over by a long shot. The Brotherhood has additional outposts in the Commonwealth, and Henry Caston is still in control of the Citadel and the Brotherhood forces down south. He's not gonna take this lying down, and it's safe to bet he's got long-range communication with the Brotherhood forces here in the Commonwealth. We need to check in on Cambridge Police Station in case insurgency tries to form there.
さっきの言い方だと、DC にいると思った。キャスディン護民官は連邦に来てるんでしょうか。DC は地理的に、連邦より南なんで何とも言えませんね。そして、ケンブリッジで不穏分子ですか。ケンブリッジにいる人物だと、ナイトリースか、スクライブ兵連のどちらかでしょうか。何にせよ、サラがエルダーになったことで、主導権はこちらにあると思ってよいでしょう。さて、今回はイベントばかりでしたが、ここまでにさせていただこうと思います。ご視聴、ありがとうございました。では、皆さん、またです。
なんと次回予告だ。ようやく、BOS を取り返したのもつかの間。サラの指示通り、ケンブリッジに戻れば、不穏な気配あり。そして、BOG のフィオナからは、リバティプライムの制御が完了したとの話を受ける。起動してみたら、とんでもないことになりました。 次回、注射、リバティプライム起動。ふはははは。敵がゴミのようだ。